Hey guys, welcome back to Tancia Fitness. So first and foremost, I want to thank my subscribers and everybody that has watched my videos and liked them and wants to see more. It means the world to me. I apologize for the color going in and out. I don't know if that's outside or what it is. But today we are going to be making monkey bread. Super exciting, super delicious and fun. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. Your kids can help you get this done, and you guys can do it as a family. Have some fun, lots of options. So let's get to it. For this recipe, you are going to need 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, a ½ cup of granulated sugar, also known as white sugar, 1 cup of brown packed sugar, and 1 cup of margarine or butter. You are going to be melting this throughout the recipe. The main ingredient is 2 cans of Pillsbury flaky rolls. So you're going to want to get 2 cans of these. If they don't have these, you can also use the Pillsbury biscuits. So these are Pillsbury flaky rolls. If they don't have that, you can use the Pillsbury grand flaky layers, I believe they're called. Also, if you desire, you can use walnuts, pecans, chocolate chips. Yeah, these are all optional. So these for me, I'm gonna use walnuts today. So that's what we're gonna be using. So to start, we're gonna wanna wash our hands. Sorry, I left all my soap under the sink today, but yes, let's get to it. You're gonna want to wash your hands and set your oven to 350 Fahrenheit. So let's get that done. Okay, now you're gonna want to choose a pan. You can use a cake pan, a pie pan, a muffin pan. Really any dang pan you want to. A lot of people use a bundt pan. Those are the round ones. They're also known as fluted pans. So yeah, let's get to it. We're going to be using a cake pan. So for this recipe, we're going to be using a cake pan, as I said before. You can use any cake pan, any kind of pan you want. Muffin, cake, pie, whatever kind of pan you want. So we're going to be using a cake foam pan. For the biscuits, we're going to be cutting them into 4. So let's do that. I already did it with all 16 of my biscuit. Cut it in 4 pieces. So 1 biscuit, after you cut it into quarters, sometimes they stick. Just tear them apart. You're going to have 4 pieces. So I did that with all of my biscuits. I'm going to be putting them into a plastic container that has a lid. So let's get all those pieces in there. Okay, so you have all your little biscuit pieces in there. All 16 biscuits have been cut into 4 small pieces. Now we are going to coat with our white sugar. And coat with our cinnamon. So a ½ cup of white sugar and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. You gotta love the smell of cinnamon. It smells amazing. Okay. So now we have our white sugar and our cinnamon onto our biscuits. We're gonna put on the lid and we are gonna shake this. Make sure the lid's on there. Very good. Do this in a plastic bag, but I prefer to do it in a plastic container. So make sure they're all well coated with the white sugar and the cinnamon, making a cinnamon sugar. I don't know if I said already, but we are going to. Let me shake this. Okay. All right. Good job, guys. Now we are going to be melting our cup of butter or margarine, whatever you chose to use. So let's get that in the microwave for about, I don't know, 40 seconds or so. Now we're going to get our brown sugar. Ooh, I packed that in there good. Okay. Brown sugar. I absolutely love brown sugar, and my kids love brown sugar. Like, if they were here right now, they'd be getting a teaspoon and just eating the brown sugar. I'm like, no, 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 no. I need that for my bacon. Alright, so there is butter. Our 1 cup of butter. Now we're going to pour our 1 cup of melted butter into our brown sugar. And mixing well. I don't know about you guys, but I am getting excited. This is gonna be so good. Wow. It just looks really good. Alright. Oh, yeah. Okay. Now, we are going to use half of our biscuit, we're going to use half of our biscuits at one time. So only use half of them. Don't be pouring them all into there. Don't do that. We're only going to use half at a time, and I'll show you why. So, grab your biscuits and place them, sprinkle them, make sure they're not all sticky. Just try it out. half. If you want to count out half, you're totally able to do that. It's probably the better way, but I don't have time to do all that. So I'm just gonna use half. I'm just gonna eye out the half, and it should be fine. That's why when I show you guys recipes, a lot of the time I have to look at what I wrote down, because I out everything. Just sprinkle this, sprinkle that. Yeah, I don't remember the exact measurements, so I have to write them down so I can tell you guys the exact measurements, so you know the proper procedures if you guys don't like to eye things up. So, anyways, I used half the biscuit mix in here. It's all evened out nicely, and I'm gonna get my sauce, my brown sugar sauce, and I'm gonna use half of it and pour it over those biscuits. I'm just gonna mix them up so they're well coated in the brown sugar. I know it's really sticky, so it's a little difficult to mix up, but just do it. All right. Just do it. You'll be happy you did later on. All right, so I have half of my biscuit mixture in there. It already looks good. Wow. Now I'm gonna sprinkle in some walnuts. Like I said before, you don't have to use walnuts. You don't have to use any toppings at all. But you can use walnuts, you can use pecans, you can use chocolate chips, raisins. You know what? Just do anything that you like or that you think would be good. Because you gotta try things out to see if you like them, right? Maybe you'll create something new. Alright, so let's just even out this biscuits a little bit more. So the whole bottom is covered. Okay, now we're going to get some walnuts, or whatever you choose, and sprinkle them on top. Hope my music in the background's not too loud for you guys. Hope you guys can hear me. So let's sprinkle that on. Okay, now we're going to add the remaining biscuits and do the same thing that we just did. It's almost like a jumbo cinnamon roll. So if you love cinnamon rolls and you love sweet bread and all that, then definitely make some monkey bread. And yeah, your family and friends will be like, "Dang girl," or "Dang guy," or "Dang boy, you made that?" Hell yeah, I did. Alright. I made that. Alright. So, there we go. So now with my remaining sugar, my remaining cinnamon sugar, I'm just going to sprinkle that on top. Make sure that's all good. that sauce all over, covering everything. So, while I'm covering this, a little fun fact that has nothing to do with baking, but I really feel like telling you guys because, well, it kind of blew my mind. A little fun fact that I heard today is that Hello Kitty is actually not a cat or a kitty at all. So, if you don't believe me, you can Google that. But yeah, Hello Kitty is not a cat or a kitty. It's a little girl that's dressed in a costume. I was like, all the bread's flying everywhere. That was mind blowing. All you can see is the bread just sprinkling every time I do that. Alright, so I used a lot of walnuts. I used a lot of walnuts. Alright, so now that's finished. It looks really good, wow. So now we're going to put it in the oven for 30 to 40 minutes. After 30 minutes, we're going to check it. We're going to put a toothpick in it, and if the toothpick comes out clean, it's ready. If it still has a little bit of dough on the toothpick, we're going to put it in for another 10 minutes, and then after that we're going to take it out. We're going to scrape around the edges with a butter knife and let it sit for 5 minutes, let it cool, and then after it's done I'm going to take off the sides. But if you don't have a pan like this, you can just simply flip it over and they should come out because you greased the pan, so they should just slide right out. So let's get this into the oven. Alright, so after 30 to 40 minutes, we'll check it out. So this is the result of our monkey bread. Wow, it doubled in size. Wow, look how amazing that looks. So like I said before, we are going to go around the edges with a butter knife. Wow, look at this. It's so pretty. Ooh, the pan's still really hot. Okay, so I unlatched the latch. Let's take this off and see how it turned out. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, look how beautiful that looks. I really want you guys to get a good shot of how delicious this is. Wow. So there's our beautiful, delicious monkey bread. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited to, I don't even want to cut it, it's so pretty, but we're gonna cut it. serve this with some ice cream or some whipped topping or some frosting or icing, or even some fruit would be really delicious too. So I hope you guys try this. I hope you guys subscribe to my channel, and I hope you guys tune in for next time. It was so much fun.